Mario, how have you been?
Fantastic. We had a great year.
Yeah.
Salty Horror International Film Festival had a great year.
Now, you moved locations this year.
We did. We moved to Park City.
How did that work with the transition?
It worked. The transition went really well. And we were concerned about an obvious issue of transportation, but people came out. You know, the weather is the only thing you can't control, and that was one thing that got us. But, you know, people come up for Sundance, and there's weather every year in Sundance. So I think we did really well moving to Park City for multiple reasons, and the city of Park City was hugely supportive. And so we're just going to do a lot of things different next year and get more people to know about Salty Horror.
So what's the plan? Do it again in Park City next year? Salt Lake? A little bit of both? What do you think?
I think predominantly Park City, but we had a screening at Broovies in Salt Lake, so I think we are going to do a mixture. But Park City mainly for 2012. We already have the dates. November 1st through the 4th, 2012, and it actually is Halloween's on a Wednesday, and then Salty Horror is going to go on Thursday and continue Halloween for the rest of the week.
Well, see, this works out really well. So before the end of the world, we get to see all the end of the world movies.
Thank you. I think that's exactly what's going to... I probably peaked. Yeah, I think that's exactly what's going to happen. With my luck, Warren, what's going to happen is I'm going to have the best year for Salty Horror ever, and then it's all going to be over. And then, great, what do I do?
But you know what? That's okay, because that filmed in Utah will have only been on for 1 year. So I will feel the same vein as you. And we have to make sure that we're there covering the end of the world together.
Oh, there you go.
Film some good things.
Yes. So
overall, how do you think Utah is receiving independent filmmakers?
I think I think Utah and independent filmmakers are coming together like peanut butter and jelly. I think it's coming really together, and I think there's about to be an explosion of peanut butter and jelly all over Utah. No, I think independent film is... I have no idea where that analogy came from. I'll start over for a soundbite. I feel that independent film in Utah is really about to explode. And I have worked with so many wonderful people in the independent film industry that the only reason independent film in Utah works is because people working together. And honestly, without any joking, it's just the way it is. It's a wonderful marriage, but people have to band together. So, you know, there are some things that could need the stopping, but I think what's growing is an overall camaraderie and people coming together and working on multiple teams. Salty Horror Productions, which is an offshoot of Salty Horror International Films, we just wrapped our 12th project for the year. So we work with other production companies, and we keep working. And for better or for worse, whatever you think of the project, short film, music video. I just worked with Jonathan Martin. He directed a music video for a Utah-based band called Muscle Hawk. Yeah. Right, and I just worked with Jonathan Martin. It was his show. You know, I was just a grip. You know, and I just helped him out. You know, but helping people out, that's what it's about. And I think that's what the overall message is that when you can come together and start helping people, they're going to be there for you when you need to make your stuff.
Excellent. Now, because you have the Salty Horror Film Festival, you're seeing a lot of submissions. Some of them are probably better than others. Have you seen an evolution of the story? Has the stories been getting better?
That's a good question. I think people are going for more creativity because everything has been done so much, and it's like everybody and their dog thinks they can go out and make a zombie movie, and everybody and their dog thinks they can go out and make Paranormal Activity or Blair Witch Project. And I have seen a lot of creativity. A film that screened at Salty Horror, which is done very well, it's called A Cadaver Christmas. It was fantastic, and it ironically threw in zombies at the end, but it was basically about cadavers at the beginning, and it's really fantastic. Great story. It took 4 years for them to make. And then, of course, An Evening with My Comatose Mother, directed by Jonathan Martin. Great short films, been all over the world. Funny fact, if you want a little fact, can I tell you a little fact?
Sure.
A film that I produced called Atonement and An Evening with My Comatose Mother, directed by Jonathan Martin, were both in South Africa Horror Fest in September.
That's excellent.
And we were there were 5 American films, and mine and his were 2 of them.
That's awesome.
So.
Now, and An Evening with My Comatose Mother, was that filmed in Utah?
Yes.
And that was pretty much an all Utah crew as well.
Yes. Yes, it was.
See, so there's obviously a lot of talent.
There is.
All here home based. So anybody who's thinking about filming in Utah, what would you recommend?
I would recommend getting to know the filmmakers who have been doing it. That's my biggest piece of advice, because there's a lot of people succeeding in using Utah, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but using what Utah has to offer. And it's good people who know where to go to film, within the law, of course. But it's more about there are professionals here who know. Can I say hell?
Sure, say hell.
There are a lot of professionals in Utah that really know what the hell they're doing, and there's just a lot of good people here. I love the LA scene, and we benefit from that. But there's just a lot of great professionals in Utah, and I hope they all stick around. And I know the work is sporadic, but Utah has a lot to offer, and I love filming in Utah. I love it, and it really has. It makes things easier when you get to know the right people.